Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. Ever since we got Stasis back in Beyond Light, we knew that 2 more darkness elements were on the way. Last year, to everyone's surprise, what many believed to be a poison element ended up being Strand, and now Bungie may have just accidentally leaked details on the long-anticipated 3rd darkness subclass rumored to be releasing next year with the final shape. And does the return of Cade give us more clues into what we can expect from this new element? Let's jump into it. Alright, so before we get into it, remember that nothing is confirmed to be in the game until it is uttered by Bungie themselves. As of yet, they have not confirmed the existence of a 3rd darkness subclass, but there is a good chance there will be one, because at this point I think the player base would pretty much riot if there wasn't. So the video was posted by a Bungie dev showcasing the transmat effects. However, just as the player spawns into the helm, you can briefly see what looks like a new super icon as well as a stacked melee charge colored red. Since this is the helm, the icons are all grayed out, except for whatever reason in the game, your extra stacks of abilities still represent the color of your subclass, so it looks like the player here does in fact have a subclass equipped that is represented by the color red. If you are a player of Destiny, you know that we currently do not have a subclass that is represented by red. The closest thing we have is Solar, and that is very much orange. Many, including myself, believe red to be the color of the 3rd darkness element coming with the final shape. It's not a perfect analysis, so it's hard to say if this is intentional, but inverting the colors of the light elements do make out the colors of the elements of darkness, at least with the blue and the green, and we even have a red element left, which could be this 3rd subclass. As far as the abilities, it's really hard to say. It looks like there may be 2 stacks of whatever the melee is for this subclass, but of course remember any of this could be subject to change or altogether wrong entirely. The super icon is a little hard to make out, but it almost looks like some kind of lance or harpoon. Maybe it's like a throwing spear like the javelin. Whatever it ends up being, I just hope Bungie really pushes the uniqueness of these new subclasses and especially the new supers. There's nothing quite like Strand out there, however the supers are a little underwhelming and a little samey when you compare them to some of the other subclasses. So again, I just really hope that Bungie pushes the uniqueness so we can get something truly iconic. And speaking of Strand, we got a leak just like this last year before the official Lightfall and Strand reveal. The video then was kind of a leak. It was meant to showcase the work on a finisher, however the footage then displayed the new super icon and now confirmed 3 stack of melee charges for a green subclass. Back then we saw the green and assumed it would be getting the poison subclass, maybe building on the themes of the Weapons of Sorrow. Even then we suspected this was an intentional leak by Bungie to drum up some hype. There's a chance that that's exactly what's going on this year. Bungie and Destiny have had their fair share of negative press lately, and this might just be what the community needs to start getting excited again about Destiny. The final shape reveal is August 22nd, just about a month away, and you can bet that we're going to learn a lot more about whatever this might be, if it is in fact a new subclass. My guess is that it'll be something to do with nightmares and torment, maybe vampire-like draining. As Stasis and Strand seem to be all about crowd control, it would be really nice to have something more damage focused to change things up. Maybe sacrificing and recovering your own health to become more powerful. Now, before this, we did get signs pointing towards Luster, the name of the yellow resonance-like darkness powers that the Witness and its disciples use, like Rolk. There's even some artwork in-game depicting a yellow darkness element next to what look like representations of Stasis and Strand. While this is certainly a power of the darkness, so is the ability to take, like Oryx. There's lots of representations of darkness, and we may just be using what we are more familiar with as far as Eris and the Nightmares. That would be seriously epic. Listen to this compelling explanation of darkness by Bungie developers.
Unlike our light abilities, which are all about creation, darkness is more about consciousness.
After all, the final shape does involve us venturing inside the Traveler to encounter the ghost of Cade. And we do know that Ikora's nightmare is Cade from Season of the Haunted. Will Cade return to guide us to this new darkness power? Potentially heavy stuff. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Of course, there isn't a whole lot, but if there is going to be a third Darkness subclass, you can bet that August 22nd is when we will likely learn a lot more about it. Let me know what you think the third Darkness subclass will be down below. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on Bungie and Destiny news as we approach the reveal next month. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.